Good afternoon, I'm Charles Bright, the founder and owner of Fit to Form. Fit to Form is a social enterprise which focuses on reshaping the lives of court-involved youth up to the age of 21. And the way I got involved with Fit to Form, or how my organization came about, was through my own trials and tribulations as I was transitioning outside of the Marines in 2006. Coming out of the Marines, I had a lot of issues involving war-related trauma, PTSD, alcoholism, and so those were really issues that stimulated my downward spiral. I started getting involved with the wrong people. It was hard for me to actually find a job without going to work or leaving work to go and have a few beers and whatnot. And so throughout that whole time of trials, I started to hang out with the wrong people and get involved in the court system. I was first incarcerated in 2007. I was on probation. Upon getting out, I was on probation for 5 years. From 2007 to 2012, I was on probation, just caught up in the system. And oftentimes when you're on probation, when you're in the system, it becomes a revolving door. 85% of people who get in the system, struggle to get out. They oftentimes end up back in jail or, catch new charges, whatever it may have you. Really, some of the plaguing issues of mass incarceration upon re-entry into the community for individuals is the stigmatization of being a felon, of having trouble transitioning back into the community and finding employment, which is part of the issues of why the recidivism rate is so high, because these guys come back and they really can't find a job. Also, that decreases public safety by only allowing them one means is to go back and commit a crime to sort of try to sustain themselves economically and in whatever other means it is that they have to provide for themselves. I think that as we transition individuals back into society, that in order to decrease incarceration rates and really give these guys a chance, that we should look to provide jobs that are especially for felons and people with a conviction record. Also, we should look to expunge their record, or that black cloud that's over their head. Being a felon, anytime you go to put that down on an application, it's sort of an automatic disqualification. I know that President Obama had passed the ban the box law, which was in, I can't remember exactly what year he did that, but that was certainly a good step in the right direction. But those are the main plaguing issues of mass incarceration and how they affect individuals both in the system and the community. Lucky for me, in around 2010, 2011, after being on probation for roughly around 3 or 4 years, I was able to renew my faith and my hope through God. I started to go to church more regularly. Bishop Treadwell was a huge mentor and proponent in my life to reinstill those beliefs in God, in faith, in hope that I can turn my life around. And so with his help, I was really able to get my life back on the right track. In 2012, I started Fit to Form as a way to give back to kids who are in the system, and just be able to give onto them what I've so freely gotten. And that's a message of hope, encouragement, empowerment, both educationally and through employment opportunities. So that's really how I got to where I'm at today, and I wouldn't be at this point if it wasn't for the mentors and the role models that I have in my life.